YouTube, what's up, man? We back with another video. It's Eli. We trying to stay on our content, you feel me? You know, I took a little break, you know, but we back. Yeah, there's some new stuff on the G I haven't even showed y'all. I might save it for another video, but peep the lip. Shout out Easy Splitters. I wanted the Aero Blitz all the way around, but I think the dude that's running the company, I don't know, I think he stopped making stuff, or he has something going on, but that's besides the fact. Today's video though, should you tune your G37, G35, VQ, VHR, you know, should you tune your VQ? So I've been tuned now for about, I don't know, I want to say maybe 4 or 5 months. How long have I been tuned? My brother Zeke. 5 months. So yeah, I've been tuned 5 months. And this is just my personal opinion. You know, there's plenty of YouTube videos that would come down to the facts, I think, or just maybe it's all just, you know, preference, but this is gonna be mine. So we're gonna start out with the pros. The pros, you're gonna pick up anywhere from, I think I picked up, I wish I had the dyno sheets and stuff, but I think I picked up 30 wheel, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. It's around 30 wheel, but and that's on, I'm on dub, so I'm on 20, so you probably pick up a little more depending on your, you know, your tuner and stuff. I got tuned by RS Enthalpy, a lot of VQ dudes. He's like one of the most known VQ tuners besides, like, you know, admin and stuff. But yeah, so I guess we'll start out with the pros. The pros of getting tuned, you know, like I said, you're gonna pick up the 30 wheel, or you know, roughly you can pick up more, because I don't even have the intakes that go into the bumper. So I could have probably picked up like 10 more horsepower, but you're gonna pick up a lot of wheel horsepower, obviously make it a little faster. You know, it's still not the fastest thing, you know, in the world, but it's definitely a noticeable difference. I know it's a lot, and I'm just full exhaust, test pipes, and intakes, and like I said, not even the intakes that go into the bumper. So you're gonna see probably better gains if you go, you know, there's plenum spacers, long tube headers, obviously. I'm still on duals. I don't know if single brings more power, but it's pretty popular. But yeah, so you're gonna pick up a lot of power just with simple mods. So that'd be a good pro. You could probably get $1,500 in parts, get it tuned. You're making 330 wheels. So it's a very fun platform. It's very reliable. I've had zero issues. Just wash your oil. And we'll get into that later. But comes with 4 maps. I'm on RevUp, so you got RevUp Admin, and there's a couple other, I think EcuTech, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so I'm basically gonna show you all the maps. It's wet out, so I can't give you no full pulls, but I'll show you, you know, the pops and bangs, regular, eco, flame map. It comes with a kill switch, but I don't use it. But yeah, so I guess we'll start the car and I'll talk a little more. I'll pick it back up in a second. All right, so I got the car started, letting it warm up a bit, but like I said, you got what, 4 maps, 5 maps. You got, you know, obviously got your performance map, you got your performance with pops, and then you got your performance with pops, bangs, and flames. And then you got your eco, which is like, basically there's no power. I don't really use the eco at all. So you really just got your main 3 maps. And it's all used through the cruise control. And a big thing, if you are getting tuned and you are watching this video, if you do not have test pipes and you have high flow cats, do not use the flame map, because you will blow your motor. You'll blow through the cats and your engine will just suck all that back in, and you know, you will blow your motor. So that's a con. You cannot use flame map if you have high flow cats. But back to the pros. It sounds crazy. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna have Zeke come hold up the flames, and I'll show you. Let me show you how to change the maps and stuff, actually, just so you know, you get a really good idea on how you actually do this. So and they also have like burnout modes and stuff. You can see I have test pipes. I have no check engine light. So a big thing you have to do is you do have to watch your O2 sensors, I will say. So I'll talk about that in the cons, but we'll get to how do you do this. So let me turn the light on, even though my lights are out. But so what you're gonna do is basically you're gonna hold this down and you're gonna tap cancel. So I'm gonna tap once and you'll see a flash. So now I'm in map 1. Now if I want to go to map 2, I'd hold down, cancel, 1, 2, and you know, so on and so forth. So if I want to go to flames, hold down 1, 2, 3. And yeah, I still got cruise control. It still works normally. It's just if you want to change maps, it's through that. And you don't have to buy nothing. You don't have to get no extra. You don't have to do nothing with your ECU, nothing. You just go to the tuner. You're paying for the software that goes so you can get the tune, and then you're paying for the actual tune itself. And yeah, like I said, make sure you go to a reputable tuner. I wouldn't go to no random because, like I said, you can get a bad tune and you can't blow your engine. So that's that. That's how you change the tunes. And yeah, so I'm going to call Zeke, and then I'm going to have him show you. Actually, I'll give you inside POV. So here, first we'll do map 2. 1, 2. There we go. So this is just a little rev. As you can see, that sounds crazy. It sounds here. Actually, since he's walking up, that's perfect timing. I'm gonna give him the camera. He can show you.
Yes, sir. What map is that?
That's map 2.
Map 2.
So that's map 2. That's just pops. That's with no pop, like big pops, no flames. And so that's just casual. I don't really use that either. I use really just the performance and the flame. But yeah, so here, now I'll show you the flame map, and we might have to bounce out the spot because this is gonna get pretty loud. But so you're gonna go hold down 1, 2, 3. Oh, it didn't do it. 1, 2, 3. Oh. There you go, my bad. I was messing up. I'll cut that out. But so here's what it sounds like from the outside. And like I said, I'm undercover, so this might get pretty loud, but so like I said, it's literally gunshot. So you want to be pretty careful with this tune. The neighbors will call the cops on you. That's happened to me a couple times. I don't usually do it by my house no more, but when I first got it, I kind of, yeah, you know, you have your fun. So I'm gonna pull forward for the pops. I don't want to pop under here. That's ridiculous.
The lights just turned on too, so it's not even dark anymore.
Oh, it's not? Okay. Well, either way, they're gonna see the pops anyway, but so yeah, I'm pulling forward. I just want to do it out here, so because it's really, like, it's extremely loud. So, and like I said, no check engine light, but I will say, if you use the flame map too much, it will blow out your O2 sensors, and that's gonna be one of my cons. But yeah, you have to change your O2 sensors, and those, they're not super hard, but it's definitely not fun, and it definitely ain't cheap. So I'll show you a little bit of the flame map. Obviously, yeah, that's extremely fun. You know, and make sure your tips are long enough because that mess will melt your bumper. Luckily, mine hasn't, but yeah, so that's the pros, you know. I mean, you can't go wrong. It's a tune. It's like a lot of VQ dudes get tuned, so it's not like it's a random platform where you don't know. This motor will hold it reliably. I only have 100K though, so use it at your own risk. If you have 130, 140, 150, I wouldn't do it. I've seen it happen though, and they've been just fine, but I'm low miles, so I think I'll be all right. But yeah, so that's that. Keep up with your maintenance, obviously, and this tune can't steer you wrong. You know, you're gonna be a lot, you know, you're gonna pick up a lot. Like I said, noticeable power increases. You get flames, you get pops, you get fun. I mean, come on. But there's always gonna be a downside, and so that's where I'm gonna get into my cons. So my first con, like I was saying, you're gonna blow. Well, I don't know if this was just a me problem, but it seems like I've seen a couple dudes say they had the same problem. You're gonna kill your O2 sensors, and specifically on this platform, O2 sensors are not cheap at all. So I had to pay. I got like a Denso one from O'Reilly's, and it was like $280. So I don't know, and I know the ones from Z1 are up there in price too. I just didn't want to wait, but you are gonna kill your O2 sensors eventually. Maybe it was just my luck. When I did it the night, I was going crazy. Like I'm on the freeway, I was sitting on flames. So maybe if you chill off it and don't do it too much, you'll be all right. But I think it's just gonna happen just because, you know, I mean, you're popping, you know, come on. But that's gonna be my first con. My second con is gonna be oil. So you are gonna burn some oil. I got a little leaky valve cover, so that could be also the problem. But shooting all that gas out, all them flames, all that popping, your car's gonna get hot, your engine's gonna get pretty hot. You're probably gonna burn some oil. So always check your oil. I mean, you got a VQ anyway, so you got to check your oil regardless. So if you got a VQ, you're not checking your oil, you're setting yourself up for failure. But yeah, big thing, oil consumption. I wasn't consuming that much oil when I got the tune. After I got the tune, you use the flame map, you're gonna consume some oil. But yeah, man, this white looks so good on this camera. But yeah, so and another con, it's really hard to think of cons because I mean you're getting tuned. It's really just upsides. But I guess if you have the wrong mods, you can lose power. So if you're using cheap mods, if you're using, you know, if you got exhaust leaks, if you're not taking care of the car prior to getting the tune, you're kind of just wasting your money because then you're gonna just have to get retuned. Your car might run bad, and really just, yeah, like I said, 5 months of ownership. I've had really, besides the O2 sensor, I've had no issues. Test pipes, I know a lot of people go Burke. If you want to be honest with you, I got like some KSP. They're literally $100. They're $100 test pipes. They've held up perfectly fine. There's a little more rasp, obviously, than you want, but it's been fine with me. So yeah, I guess in this case, I might throw in some little clips and stuff and whatnot, and just show you what it does and stuff. But I'm not gonna do a POV right now. This is kind of just me talking, telling you what I did, how I did it, what you should do, should not do. But I'll definitely in the future give you just a tuned POV, like when I'm swinging and stuff, when I'm drifting, because obviously I'm gonna do some more drift POVs. But I haven't been drifting as much since I got tuned, though, to be honest with you. But yeah, that's basically all I got for you guys. Just really, if you get tuned, as long as you keep up with maintenance, you'll be all right. Obviously, oh yeah, I don't really know if this is a con or not, but obviously you're shooting basically the flame maps is just dumping fuel into your combustion chamber to shoot out flames. Basically, in a sense, that's a short way to explain it. You're gonna go through spark plugs. I don't know so much about coil packs, but I do need to do my spark plugs. So that's one thing to think about. But I mean, if you're mechanically inclined, or you got, even, man, there's so much videos on YouTube nowadays, you'll be all right. You can take care of it. If you're paying the price to get tuned, you can learn how to do some spark plugs. So yeah, man, 5 months strong. Haven't had no obscure noises, no ticking, no blowing up. I know that's what a lot of people are afraid of. They're like, oh, will I blow my engine? As long as you don't go too crazy on the flames, and as long as you check your oil and keep up with maintenance, you should be all right. So I've had no problems with the tune. RS Enthalpy does a good job. Admin does a good job. And yeah, I mean, just if you're gonna go to a local tuner, just make sure you got some, some credible, he got some vouchers. So yeah, but that was just a little sneak peek. If y'all want more of this, let me know. I can do a whole flame, man. I got videos and videos of flames, pops, all that. I've got some races, some more drifting. And yeah, I got all that, man. So it was just a quick little tell you what it's about. And yeah, man, so if you got any questions, let me know. And if you're thinking about getting tuned, my ultimate answer, should you get tuned? Yes. I see no downside in it besides, the little maintenance that you have to do more. But the car got 10 times funner. Obviously, don't be a VQ guy at a car meet that's just sitting there on flame mat. People ain't gonna like you, but but if you just have fun with it, it's a great option. I mean, it's pretty, like I said, I think I paid 800, 900, 900, I don't know, something like that. But yeah, very great car. I mean, very great option. And yeah, man, so that's pretty much it. Until next time, man, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.